also I talk about opportunities available for you to do it. And meanwhile, for quite some time, I've been sharing about cruise ship jobs, but sometimes we figure out and go beyond cruise ship jobs and share some of the vital information that needs to feed you as a young person or someone who is looking for a job on a just to better our lives. We usually say that we go away from home to change home. So that's our ambition, and that's our greatest challenge in this world. The world is on competition and things are changing very fast. So you need also to be very smart and also change as quickly as possible depending on the situations and what are the demands right now. And whoever is benefiting right now, if you are a young person, you must know that the trends, you must go with the trends. When I speak about trends, you understand the word trends better, because trends are things that are going on currently. So currently, we have seen so many recruitment agencies coming up with different strategies to make sure that they continue giving you the best services ever. But what I will advise you is, you as a person, what you need to do, you also have to stick to your goals and make sure that you are trending at number one. So how do you trend at number one? Listen to ARNEST Digits, because I give you the nuggets or what you need as at the moment. Recently, you have seen so many cruise ship companies or cruise ship agencies trying to figure out how are they going to be vigilant, how are they going to be relevant. That's the correct word. How are they going to be relevant when it comes to cruise ship employment, career growth, career development, how to empower the sailors and the people who are going to work in international waters? How are they going to feed them with the correct information, and so much more within the industry? What we have discovered right now is that the careers and the recruitment processes are becoming more slower, and more criteria are going on so that we can have the best candidates to be selected. So how are you going to have a foot forward if you are selected? I'm speaking to people who are already working on the cruise ship. I'm speaking to people who are at home, they have gone to school. I'm speaking to someone who is interested, he has never gone to school. I'm speaking to people who are new graduates. I'm speaking to candidates who are about to look for their jobs. What are they going to do in their future? Maybe you are just from high school, or you are about to go to study something in your college, and you're so confused now. You say, okay, what am I going to handle? What am I going to do? It's better to have a notch or an idea from someone who has an idea that can help you. That's why I'm here today. Now, one of the things that I can advise to you is, if you are working on a cruise ship, I want to speak to people who are working on a cruise ship first. Okay, if you are working on a cruise ship, I know you have some money, you have saved some money for yourself, and you always have get some time back home. You sit, you spend your money, and then you go back to or invest whatever you do. But let me remind you that the industry of cruise ships is changing at a very quick pace. So it needs you also to value yourself, so that you invest in yourself. One of the things that you can do so that you can invest in yourself is to study. That's very, very important, and most of you have ignored this thing, and I think it's gonna be a blow to us when we go forward. Why? Because the cruise ships are now looking into, I know you might have experience and you say, okay, I have experience, I'm safe, I'm okay, but you may never know what is coming. Okay, so what I'll advise you is, look for courses and do them online. Look for schools and study. Continue adding knowledge. Even if you are back in your vacation, it's better you go back to college or register yourself for an online university or a university college or online offering colleges, which you can add some knowledge to your career. Let us stay relevant, let us stay updated and see what's going on and how you can even add your money. I don't think there's someone who is comfortable in whatever job you're doing, because most of the companies now, they look at you at how many years have you stayed with us, and they might start looking at redundancy. Don't be redundant in your career. Try to add more knowledge and be versatile in whatever area you are. That is a message to cruise ship employees. If you are getting some money, please invest in yourself. Be very vigilant that This money should make sure that it feeds you back to remain relevant to your job or improve to your career, and then move, because age is also coming up. When you look at the age, it's also catching up with us very quickly. So make sure that the job that you're doing, the age not state you out, but also knowledge should also be improving at the same time. I want to talk about people who are looking for a job, and if you have never worked on a ship before and you are looking for a job now, you need to understand that the competition is now high. As you continue to look for a job, as you continue to seek for the job, please try as much as possible to go for trainings. Try as much as possible to go for short courses which are not much expensive, or which you can do them back at home. Why? Because they're looking at people who are getting prepared. And one of the things that I do is to prepare candidates so that they can understand the relevancy, so they can understand the people that the cruise ships are looking for. And what are some of these courses that which you can use so that you can be a step ahead from to the recruitment agencies, so that you can be as important as you are. So we are not just looking at people who can endure work, who can stay for long hours at work, people who can work without an off on a day, but we are looking at also like a product, because you are an asset. So the company is looking to hire someone who is an asset, someone who is going to be a product that is going to be like, let me say, what is your selling point? What is your selling point when you send out your CV? What are you giving? Okay, let us not be just as normal people, because anyone can be a cook, because anyone can be trained to be it. But after your training, what have you done so far? You might have experience, yes, you might have this, but what have you added to yourself that can make you a better product? The third person I want to speak to is now the recruitment agencies. Most of the recruitment agencies right now, they are also moving up now, because now candidates are now aware of what they need, of what the needs of the candidates, or how they are supposed to be prepared. Now, what the biggest thing that I've seen now going viral is how cruise ships are now working together, collaborating with government, and working together with companies which offer trainings, professional trainings, the short courses that we are offering right now, the short courses that are needed to prepare candidates. And I think this is one of the, if you're one of the people who are working on crew recruitment, this is an area which most of the crew recruitment agencies are not doing, preparing candidates, because most of the candidates are new. They have never been outside their home countries. They have never boarded an aeroplane for years. Some of them, they're having an experience of their lifetime. They have never gone a stepped out of their country, so they will figure out, they will see new faces, they will see new races, they will see new people, new cultures. So how prepared are we preparing these candidates whenever they go out? These are the people they're going to meet. I want to applaud a few, to give a credit to some of the few recruitment agencies. I've seen Shosholoza Ocean Academy. It's in South Africa, but it's also offering a better course which allows us as candidates or their crew members or their recruits to first of all go through orientation, which is so intensive, which is going to help them to see how this world looks like. It's like an introduction. I think the paperwork and everything does not really help, but a short course which prepares and sets them to a pace that this is what you're going to face. Why? A huge number of people who are resigning from cruise ships because they were not prepared. Because after they arrive on the ship, they are told they are working for 7 days, they are working for 12 hours, there's no off day, so you'll be working from morning until evening, you have only a few break time and such. They resign after they realize that. So for you to have that that negativity or that report that most of your candidates that you are hiring, they are stepping out of the ship because they cannot handle it, they were not told, then this is a setback to recruitment agencies. And then you'll find when recruitment agencies now they are dropped from the recruitment, from the ship recruitment line, then most of us now we lose jobs. We never find the jobs at the same time. Now, another thing I want to talk about is another agency that I've seen is CSCS, Manning Agency in Kenya. It's also partnering with Nautical College, which is a good college that if you go there, you can prepare yourself, learn. If you're a student, you can learn these things. You can learn to be a nautical engineer. You can work in the engine, learn how these ships operate, and then you'll first of all start as a cadet or an officer on board as a bridge officer, so that you can learn how to navigate a ship and how to move around in your studies. Please go look for these colleges. Bandari College, go look for these colleges for nautical and sailors, to become a sailor on board, and then you open up chances for yourself to get a greater jobs and then operate. Another college that is another recruitment agency that is offering all this is Kuzon. Kuzon is I think it's in Nairobi, and Thika is, I think, has partnered with one college which is offering catering and hospitality college courses for young people who want to work on a cruise ship. So that is a very great idea, whereby candidates are prepared from the word go up to the time they go the college, and then they are recruited to go and work on the ship. So you'll have a full course every time, prepared for 3 years, and then after that you'll have to go. So these are some of the things that we are saying. As recruitment agencies are preparing themselves to go higher, as they are preparing their candidates to fit the really needs of cruise ships, now candidates also, especially who are working and those ones who are about to enter into this kind of jobs, you need also to prepare yourself. So do not just go out there and give a CV, but sell yourself. What is the product? How are you different from the rest of the candidates? I usually talk about these things and people think about it just as easy as it is. Look here, let me give you an example. When I've been working on the ship, I could see we have some candidates or some I'm sorry for the English. This is not my first language, you understand? And this what is the things we face on the ship. So language is also part of it anyway. Now, when I was on the ship, I could see crew members from Philippines, from India, from other European countries. They are all experts in something, one thing. And this is very important, because I notice they usually never miss a rotation or the next assignment. They never miss. Because why? Like something like ice carving. Do you know ice carver is someone who carves ice into different forms, he can make an ice of this glass, he can make an ice to look like an animal, like a bird, like it's just like a sculpture, something like that, but it's ice. You get what I'm talking about? So we should call them ice carvers. I've realized that every time I go, an ice carver gets home, he is supposed to come back, because according to the company that I work with, they usually have ice carving, they usually have even vegetable carving, they usually have games. Like if you are a bartender, try to be a flair. I think you know the flair, those who play around with the fruits, they play around to make funny, to make part. Be also, learn something like public speaking. Public speaking, it cannot be just a simple, it's just a few days course, but it helps you to get that confidence, to have that eye contact. How do you speak before the people? How do you present yourself? How do you talk to the guest? How do you present yourself? What are some of the kind languages you can use? What are some of the sales language points that you can give when you're selling a drink, when you're selling to this, when you're giving out, when you're open, maybe if you're going to a room, you are a room attendant. What are some of the things you need to understand so that when you speak out, you speak as confident as you are? This is just a nugget. Please find out. And if you need more information, I'm always available. Always look down in this video. I also leave a lot of information. And if you have any questions, we have our WhatsApp groups. We have a lot of things that we share together as a group for free of charge. This is ARNEST calling you for cruise ship jobs. Make sure you send me a message on social media, okay? I'm waiting.